The National Blood Programme is marking 70 years of saving lives. Its main aim is to ensure that all patients in Singapore have access to a safe and sufficient blood supply when they need it. The programme started after the Second World War with just one mobile bus and manual processes, and it's come a long way since then to present-day blood donation centres and all that modern technology. I'm pleased to welcome tonight Benjamin William. He's Secretary General of the Singapore Red Cross. The Red Cross has, for the past 15 years, been the national recruiter of blood donors. And also with me in studio, the oldest blood donor in that programme, 70-year-old Zavier Roland Massang. Gentlemen, welcome to the studios. Good to have you here today.
Good evening.
So Zavier, let's start with you. You have a very impressive track record. You've donated 76 times, as I understand it. That's it shows a lot of dedication. What got you going and what keeps you going?
Well, it's the inner feeling that I have towards reaching out to those that I can give back to society. What I have.
Right. So what inspired you to start in the first place? Why did you think, oh, I have to donate blood? Was it a suggestion from somebody?
No, it's a feeling inside.
Just a feeling that you had, huh?
To reach out to.
Right. Did you have a personal experience?
Personal experience, like a road accident.
Yeah.
I did.
Right.
With once.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So from there, it was a wake-up call for me.
I see.
To reach
you
out.
were involved.
I was involved.
I see. You were involved in that road accident. I see. And did you need blood at that time? Was that what happened?
I've lost a lot of blood, but I don't know whether I received any transfusion, blood transfusion after that.
But it sparked something in your mind to think, maybe I should do this and reach out and perhaps donate blood to somebody who might be in a similar situation. All right, so Benjamin, let's bring you in on the conversation now. Since 70 years ago, medical processes and so on have really improved. Technology has changed. The processes have sort of been through those transitions, as it were. Screening donors as well is part of it now. Talk us through this evolution that we've seen over those 7 decades, if you will.
Well, maybe what I can do is look at it from a few points of view. First of all, from the blood donor. I think the whole experience of a blood donor has changed from 70 years ago. 70 years ago, the methods were pretty rudimentary. The equipment was rudimentary as well. And someone wishing to donate blood may think twice about whether or not he wants to go through the process. I think over time, the equipment has improved, the methods have improved. So today, we have reached a stage where a blood donor can be assured that the experience will be a safe one for himself, that it will be fairly comfortable and almost painless. So that is from the blood donor's point of view. I think the second is from the person receiving the blood. When we started the blood program, or when the blood program started many years ago, fairly until recently, the testing of the blood was also quite limited. Perhaps it was tested for, say, something like syphilis. But today, testing is much more rigorous. And the whole safety regime of the blood is much more robust and rigorous. Not only for testing for diseases like, or viruses like HIV and hepatitis and syphilis, but also the regime of who can donate, what are the history of the donor, and things like that. So blood itself has become much safer than it used to be. The third experience, I think the third critical point I would say is how blood donation has become a much more accessible thing for someone to do. Previously, if we wanted to donate blood, you had to go to HSA, one place in Singapore, or you had 1 or 2 blood mobiles. But today you have a whole network of blood mobiles, very convenient to your workplace and things like that. But we have also decentralized our blood collection centers. So today we have 4 blood collection centers. It's actually part of the philosophy. We want blood donation to be a community responsibility. not just the responsibility of just a few people. So we want to emphasize the thing that a community has to take responsibility for making sure that there is adequate supply of safe blood in Singapore.
Right.
And we want the community to own the blood collection centers.
Right, having that continuity is so important, and that, of course, is demonstrated by somebody like yourself, Zavier, at 76 times. That shows, a great deal of commitment, to the program. Over the years, though, Zavier, how has the program changed you? How has it has it meant to you?
Well,
do you, for example, I mean, I'm assuming you have family,
yes,
and friends. Do you reach out to them and encourage them to donate blood as you do? Is it something that that you actually discuss at home?
no. To be
It's
honest
something
with
personal
you,
to you.
yes.
Okay.
But I do get some outsiders. I do try to encourage them to
Right, some friends
join.
as well.
Yes.
So that it
It's a
has
peer
to,
thing,
it
you
has to be
encourage
part-
others to donate.
Exactly, it has to be part of that conversation, as you say, because it's going to be, what the Red Cross wants is for it to be community driven as well.
I think blood donation is so important. It's a lifeline, it's a life-saving commodity. I think today, every hour, we use about 13 units of blood on the average, about more than 300 units per day. And if you multiply that, we need about 120,000 units of blood every year. You have people suffering from accidents, or even a mother at childbirth losing blood, needing urgent blood transfusions to save a life. We actually have a blood donor a survivor of a childbirth experience. Then you have people who are suffering from certain illnesses like leukemia or severe anemia, who need a regular transfusion of blood. So blood is so important. Today, only about 1.8% of the resident population of Singapore are blood donors. We would like to see that percentage rise to about 3.5%.
Right.
And secondly, we are an aging population. So as the population ages, you have people needing more and more medical procedures and therefore blood. Yet at the same time, some people, unless they keep as healthy as Zavier, they drop off the blood donor list. So it's a double-edged sword, and we are trying to encourage more young people to donate blood. Today, about 28% of our donor pool are youth. We want to up that to about 35%. So we truly encourage young people to go out there and donate blood.
Benjamin, I wish you all the best in those endeavours. I mean, you certainly can't overstate this continuing need for new and fresh supplies. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming into the studios to share that with me. I've been speaking there to Benjamin William from the Red Cross and blood donor Zavier Roland Massang.